All right. Hello.
Hello?
Hello. Hello everybody. Hello Everybase. Hello AET Gaming. Hello Sophia Ponce.
Hello.
Hi, Caitlin Cardona. Hello, Gabrielle James. Hello, I'm tired and hungry. Hi, Cat Lover. Hi, Moonlight the Cat Sans' girlfriend who just wrote comma.
Sans Undertale.
Yeah, so we're going to be playing this. We were waiting on a few people who promised they would be here at exactly this time and are not. But, hi, I'm Charlie, Poplik VA. I run the channel. I'm glad you guys all enjoyed the comic dubs. Rachel over here.
Yeah.
Played Wendy in the
did.
Comics Up one and is going to be playing Kid Stan in the Pines Twins ones. It's Charlie with an EY. Alright, and
I am here.
hi, Shelby. Shelby
Hello.
is going to be playing Anti-Mabel in the Don't Dimension It comic dub, which is currently in the works. So Shelby's going to be voicing Mabel during the stream today. We're just waiting on a few people, so we will give you all shout-outs in the meantime. Shelby, should I send you the chat?
Yes, please and thank you.
All right.
There it is. There it is. Boop, boop, boop.
All right, we got WD Gaster says insert evil laugh here. We got Gabrielle James saying, please, I want to watch. The person under me is gay. Says that they're gay.
Yeah, we're all gay.
Supposedly Malcolm is supposed to be coming to read for the protagonist. He told me this was the time he would be available to stream, and he is not here. But we'll see. When's the next Gravity Falls Lost Legends coming out? I'm working on it. I'll release it when it's done. If you check out my Twitter, which is at SBCG4AP, I just put up a little preview for it, the first 2 pages. Hello, Rachel. Not you, Rachel. That Rachel.
Oh, okay. Rachel Hatsume. Miku.
Yeah, Rachel Hatsune Miku. Swooning over Sands. Yeah, no, Swooning over Sands is not the game we're playing today.
No, we're not playing. We'll play the Sans dating sim next time.
Thank you for following my Twitter. And as well as, I just set up a Twitch account, which you can click the link to in the description and shoot me a follow. Alright. We're just waiting for the other people real quick. I'm sorry, guys. We'll keep giving you shout-outs in the meantime. Shelby, you got the chat open?
Yeah,
I have the chat
to,
open and I'm watching it in real time.
Real time? Weird. Rosie Plays regrets their life decisions. Is this Doki Doki...
Same, that's a fucking mood.
Yeah, is this Doki Doki Literature Club? Yes, at the end it reveals that Ford made this game.
And killed Giffany?
And killed Giffany. Ford defeated Giffany for purely conquering evil purposes, but then wound up having to take her place. And now... That's definitely it, yep.
Yeah.
What a weird...
Oh, so fandom bred you from Serbia. You dedicated, fam. You dedicated.
Heck yeah. I'm just here. What is happening? What are you playing? We're playing Swooning Over Stands, which is a fan-made Grunkle dating sim. Ford is a twink. I disagree. Maybe was? Now he seems to be pretty muscular and hairy, though.
Yeah.
He's a twonkle.
Yeah.
Who's your favorite Gravity Falls character? The Hand Witch or Gompers? I know those are weird answers.
Hi.
I like, Gideon.
Who's your favorite character, in Gravity Falls, Steven?
Wendy. Me?
And Shelby,
you know
yours?
Dipper is my boy.
So,
He's my good boy. He sciences. Sorry for running late, I was getting a snack.
that is okay. So, in the dub of the fourth comic in Gravity Falls Lost Legends, is about the Stan Bros when they were kids. So I cast Rachel as Grunkle Stan.
Yeah.
And Steven as Ford.
I got to say fun words like Archaeopteryx.
So
I got to say fun words like,
barf.
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 So who's your
Lots
favorite,
of barf.
who's your favorite villain in Gravity Falls?
I mean, I already said Gideon's my favorite character, so...
Anyway, so because I have the voices for Kid Stan and Kid Ford here, they're going to be voicing their older selves, I guess, today.
Yeah.
So here we go. Without further ado, I guess we'll start without Malcolm, and he can join in when he gets here.
As you do.
All right. Good old road trips. Full of promise and ripe with potential for adventure, soul-searching, and incredible scenery. Or at least that's what you thought before the novelty wore thin. And now your legs are cramping up. You've exhausted your travel playlist over 2 times, and your stomach is begging for something to eat. On top of that, you're pretty sure you're lost. Driving through Oregon paints a picture of trees, trees, and more trees, especially on the endless winding roads that are taking you up north. All that breaks the pattern is a sign that zips past with words that you're just able to make out. Gravity Falls. Yes, Kashita, Asketal, we started this again because we never played Ford's Path. And also, all of the people in the call have never played this game at all.
Yeah.
The road continues on, giant redwoods looming on both sides. You find yourself anticipating something, because as you drive on, you can feel it. Something strange is bound to happen here. The road continues on, okay. And that's when it happens. Your car picks up speed. The change came out of nowhere, and you quickly put your foot on the brakes, but horrifyingly, the car seems to be driving on its own willpower. Trying to
Herbie!
Herbie the Love Bug. Herbie the Love Bug is my favorite character from the Fast and the Furious franchise. When's the crossover? Why won't the studios answer my letters?
What about Lightning McQueen?
No. Trying to stay calm despite the panic welling in your chest, you pull the emergency brake, only to find that the car resists and keeps moving forward, like something is pulling it. The car begins to rattle, the wheels screech against the country road, and you're screaming until... You wanna read that crash, Steven?
Crash!
Gift shop.
There's smoke. Why is there smoke? You cough, fumble for the door, and manage to undo the lock before the door is wrenched outward from your grasp. Something lands on your shoulder. It's a hand.
Hey!
That's you, Steven. Oh yeah.
Are you alright?
Hey, hand on your shoulder.
Oh yeah, hey!
No shoulder touch!
Alright, Ford did the shoulder touch. Oh shit, it's already happening. Say it, Steven.
Are you alright?
A man stands at your open car door. His hand on your shoulder leaves to tilt your head up, and he pulls a flashlight from his coat, shining it in your eyes. 2 blinks, and he lets your chin go. His eyes dart over to the rest of you, looking for injuries. Still stunned, all you do is watch.
What's your name?
Regular person is the default. So Malcolm's gonna come in to voice the protagonist. So let's give him you're gonna be... Nah. Tigerman.
Oh, gotta love those Tiger Men.
Tigerman.
What are your pronouns?
That's not you.
No.
Alright, Ford, go for it.
Welcome, Tigerman. I'm Stanford Pines, Ford for short. I would shake your hand, but you look shaken up enough as it is. You seem fine as far as I can tell, but you shouldn't head back out there anytime soon. Where on earth were you driving in such a hurry?
You open your mouth to explain when a voice calls from inside the house.
Poindexter! This better not be one of your experiments again! I've had this place rebuilt too many times to...
The owner of the voice walks out of the house and stops slack-jawed at the sight of the car you're in. At the sight of your car in the side of, you're guessing, his house. You must have hit your head earlier because you swear you're seeing double.
It is Into the Spider-Verse!
It's Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. It's into the Grunkle verse.
Grunkle-verse.
Into the Grunkle
Moses
verse.
Ford, you've done it this time!
What? This has nothing to do with me. I was testing my magnet gun and... must have pulled this victim of circumstance into the house. I suppose it is entirely my fault. I'm incredibly sorry.
Alright.
Right,
Sheb, you there?
I am here. After much fighting, I am here.
So Ford is apologizing for wrecking Malcolm Tigerman's car. So until Malcolm gets here to make his own decisions, you tell me.
Cry.
Okay. A tear streaks down your cheek, and before you know it, you're crying.
Crying is always the answer.
Both men look intensely uncomfortable, but Ford... he does the shoulder touch again. He gives you a hesitant
moving
pat,
a little
pat
quick
on the
there.
shoulder.
hey, look, it's fine, alright? Sure, there's a dent in the hood from that shack's signage and a crack in the windshield that looks like an ominous triangle, but I'm sure she'll still run.
You start up the car. It sputters, but ultimately nothing happens. You feel like crying again.
Good night, ominous triangle in the shape of my car.
Alright, hang on.
Well, let's call a tow truck for this unfortunate soul here and forget...
I'll take care of it.
You're right, it is cheaper to tow it yourself, Sixer. Get that magnet gun out again.
No, Stanley, I'm going to fix this.
The name of the game... Oh, shoot, I forgot to link to it in the description. Oh, no, I pulled a Matt
What?
Pat.
Oh no! Toby Fox is gonna kill you!
Alright, I got it. Here we go. I'm getting it. Alright. Alright, now I'm updating the description. Hang on.
Before Toby Fox finds out
Before
and murders you.
Toby Fox has a sniper trained at... So this is Swooning Over Stands. I just put the link in the
Toby Fox took the No Mercy run of YouTube.
No Mercy run of YouTube. When people don't link back to independent studios game download links, that's when Toby gets stabby. Stabby Fox. His evil twin.
Toby determined.
So I got a snack that I could eat at my computer while we're doing this, but I didn't think it through, and I brought apples, one of the noisiest, crunchiest snacks in the universe, and I'm dipping it in peanut butter, the thing that is known to get on the roof of your mouth.
Alright, cool. Then you're just gonna be having to wait until things happen with the car and try to use your eating for Foley. Alright, if you guys reload the page, there should be a link to download the game in the description. Alright, good. Safe.
What? Ha! You fix this mess?
I figured out a few alien vehicles in my time.
Nah, are you kidding me? I'd take some sort of miracle worker. It takes some sort of miracle worker to bring this baby back to life, and this miracle worker's on vacation.
Stanley, a moment.
And then he slides away.
Yeah.
Ford and Stanley turn away, and you're left to your thoughts. Who could anticipate a car accident like this in the middle of a road trip? You can take care of the car, but how are you going to get home? They run buses out here, right? So you take a bus out of here, and then...
So there are a few options. My brother Stanley here could drive you out to town to find a place to stay for the night, or you could stay the night here. We have some maps and information you can look at in the gift shop. And in the morning, we can help you with the car. What do you say?
Is it weird I'm making a visual novel while watching you play one? No, everyone should make one at some point. I've heard that the Renby is pretty easy to use. Just as you're about to answer, another high-pitched voice comes from inside the house. Are you ready, Shelby?
Oh, is this me? Okay. Grunkle, stand! A picture of that. This whole picture week. Oh my gosh, I can't read.
Grunkle Stan, picture this. A whole week of, oh my god.
Stan. A whole week of, oh my gosh!
So that's Shelby voicing Mabel. She's going to be voicing Anti-Mabel, the villain for the next comic dub. The girl that runs out of the house comes to a halt at the sight of your car. Oh, great.
Grunkle Ford?
Why is it that everyone automatically thinks I'm at fault?
Because you're just eating while a disaster's going on.
Well, this time it is my fault. But I've invited Malcolm Tigerman here to stay with us for the night if he'd like. I'm sure he can fix this. I just have to figure out how.
When Malcolm gets here, let's not tell him that we've named the character Malcolm Tigerman and just let him find out.
I'm for it. That's perfect.
Stand up, Grunkle, you're the tiger.
Stanley sighs.
I can take a look. Being on vacation's pretty boring, and that old Stanmobile hasn't needed a tune-up yet, so it wouldn't be too bad to work on something in the meantime.
Yep, she does a very good Mabel voice. That's why she's playing most of the Mabels in Don't Dimension It, not just the evil one. And Ray and Steven here are playing Stan and Ford when they're kids, and that's why they're voicing them now, even though they sound like little boys.
All grown up.
All grown up. This is Pines Bros all grown up. Alright, Ford,
Thank
go
you,
for
Stanley. I'm sure I can put together something from the gadgets I have lying around if you need any specialized tools to help you with the job.
Sheb, that's you.
Sheb.
Hello?
Hello.
Alright, I guess it's me then. And let me introduce myself. I'm Mabel, and not Roger Rabbit, as the voice might imply. You can ask me anything. I pretty much know.
She doesn't see anything.
Hooray! This is going great.
Let's go. It'll be fine. I know everything there is to know about this place. Wait, hold on. I haven't even said anything yet. I appreciate your offer to let me stay.
And to repair your car.
Yeah, it'll be good as new in my hands. I mean, look at my Stanmobile. She's been through the ringer. Who knows how many times she's still...
Nope, she's been through the ringer. Who knows?
Who knows how many times? And she's still a beaut.
He points out a red car parked a distance away. You can't really see how beautiful it is at this distance, but he sounds really confident.
That doesn't mean anything.
Well, this turn of events is... Shelby, you back?
Fortuitous. It's fortuitous.
Alright, fortuitous.
Fortuitous.
Alright, free repairs, free lodging, there's no better deal to be found. And if things don't work out, the town probably has some sort of auto repair shop you could head to instead. Well, I accept. Thanks for the help. 4.
My apologies again. What an embarrassment. I must have made such an elementary mistake.
As the pines lead you inside the house, Mabel leaves her number in your phone for you to call whenever, and you find out that Ford's twin goes by Stan.
This part's the house, but just outside that door is the mystery shack. Hey, you ever been to the mystery shack before?
I wanted to, actually. I saw a bumper sticker while it was on the road and got curious. You're interrupted by a loud truck.
Ha! Those bumper stickers were a good investment, and Sixer says they're too plain and graphically simplistic, and don't even have an address on them, Stanley. How is anyone supposed to find the place to attract customers? Sixer, did you hear that?
I don't think I've ever seen a bumper sticker with an address on.
That's true.
Well, they are graphically simplistic. I don't know how he found this place, let alone thought, what is the mystery shack with LA?
I think the tourist attraction bumper stickers at least have like the city on it. I'm assuming this just said mystery shack.
What is the mystery shack? Oh, I kind of liked it.
See? He kind of liked it! Hey! I like you, Malcolm Tigerman. How about I give you a tour sometime tomorrow? Regular price.
Tomorrow? Then I'll just squeeze all of my get-to-know-you questions out today! Malcolm Tigerman, tell me. Capybara, yes or no?
At that moment, we don't get to pick? I mean, yes, obviously! Evolution saw a rat and was like,
What if that was just really big?
What if it was as big as a wolf?
I
What
saw
if this little tiny hamster was as big as a wolf?
I saw those at the aquarium.
Why won't you give us the choice?
You don't really get a grasp of how big they are.
How big they are, yes. No,
until you see them in person.
They are. Why did this hamster need to be horse-sized to survive its environment?
Why did it need to be like dog-sized?
We need to have giant hamster balls
Oh,
justified.
That's right. We need to make capybara balls that humans can use.
Oh, that's why. Oh, okay.
Aren't there already human-sized hamster balls or something?
At that moment, a boy passes in the hallway at the far doorway, and Ford calls out to him.
Big Dipper, my boy. I'm surprised I didn't see you run out to the scene of the crime.
The crime? What crime? I have an alibi. You have someone with you. Hey, I'm not suspicious at all.
Great job, Dipper.
Did you guys see the car in the side of the shack, though? For a second, I thought the Manitors were coming back with a grudge.
Yes, about that. Dipper, meet Malcolm Tigerman. I've, stranded his car here by accident.
And then more text.
He's staying here for the time being.
Sorry, you stranded his car here? You crashed it?
Yeah, the S in the shack fell on it and everything. The windows are cracked and...
The S is for shack. One window, the windshield.
And Malcolm Tigerman was lucky to make it out alive.
He's fine. No injuries, thankfully. The magnet gun's rather safe despite never having been tested in a formal setting.
Yeesh. Did you not, take safety precautions or anything?
Actually, the irony of the situation is that I was trying to install a safety precaution.
Hey, if you two are gonna do your nerd talk, I'm gonna get Malcolm Tigerman set up.
Oh man, I can't wait to hear his reaction to finding out that's his name.
Mabel, sweetie, why don't you show Malcolm Tigerman around? Let him stay in, The storage room. That's still empty, right?
I'll make it empty.
Dun dun dun!
And then Mabel commits arson. The end.
Just like Stan taught her.
Imagining it. It's an always. I'm imagining the "It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia" title
Yes.
screen, and it says Mabel commits arson.
And then Stan's like, I'm so proud of you, sweetie.
They're kind of supposed to be the same character. That's kind of the whole point
Yeah,
of the
I know.
series.
I know.
The rest of the day consists of Mabel showing you the storage room you'll be staying in, then the kitchen and the living room and the hallway and the bathroom, and pretty much a comprehensive tour of the mundanities of a regular house. Eventually, you find out that the family is even more extended than you knew. The decorative dollies make a lot more sense knowing a grandmother normally lives here, and her grandson, Seuss. Or was it Zeus? Whatever the name, you look forward to meeting him when he does come for work in the morning. When you go up to the attic, Mabel opens the door to reveal Dipper, nose stuck in his book. But you catch him occasionally glancing at you as he pretends to read. The next member of the family snorts up at you from Mabel's bed, a rotund pink pig who Mabel declares is her best friend and partner in crime, Waddles. The two are a perfect match, right down to the chubby cheeks and boopable noses.
Oh no, that's also Malcolm.
That's true. And in the evening, though you'd still been in disbelief over the state of your car, the family dinner and after-dinner TV marathon you'd been invited to make it seem like a normal stay rather than a forced circumstance. Returning to the storage room Mabel had shown you earlier, you find an air mattress waiting for you and more pillows and sheets than a summer night warrants. You wake to the weak glare of sunlight streaming in through the small high window in the wall. You can't remember your room having this kind of feature, or any hotel or motel room or Holiday Inn room for that matter. And then yesterday comes crashing back to you. You glance
Much like your car did.
Aw, snap.
You glance at the time to see that you've slept into the afternoon. Rachel.
I just do that all the time, though.
Experiencing the accident yesterday must have left you tired out. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to anything in the fridge. Oh, I just remembered last time I played this, I did a voice for the narration and everyone loved it, so I'm gonna do it again. Despite having been assured yesterday evening that you were free to anything in the fridge, you still feel like you're imposing on the Bynes family and try preparing as polite a guest breakfast as you can. You wash your dishes in the sink before you leave, and just as you're about to exit the kitchen, you bump into Ford.
Excuse. Oh. Yes, from yesterday, of course.
For a good solid moment, Ford regards you in awkward silence. Ford clears his throat.
I believe Stanley's taking a look at your car outside, if you want to be there for it.
You give a nod, and mate, to leave for real this time when Ford speaks up again.
And Malcolm Tigerman, I'm sorry again for the accident. If I had been smarter about, well, let's just say it's entirely my fault, and you shouldn't worry about this at all.
Peanut Butter in the chat is making puns. They say they can't stand this game, but they can't afford to click off and miss the video.
You're so good. Look at you go, fam.
When it comes down to it, Stanley does have a knack for cars. I predict he'll be back on the road in a matter of weeks.
Weeks? You can't keep the dismay off your face, and you can't really bring yourself to try to either. What am I going to
I can't believe Seuss made this game.
What am I going to do with weeks? Mabel helped. Actually, technically, because the art is by Kiki Kit, or Serena, who is the art for the characters, is by her, and she's voicing Threeble in the Don't Dimension It dub. Threeble helped.
Nice.
Who'd gotten kind of uncomfortable and closed off when your face fell, recovers at the prospect of a question he can answer. Hello, Metal Insanity. What did you click on? This is Stan Dating Sim. That's actually pretty good, surprisingly.
Check, there's a link in the description, finally.
Yeah.
Well, there's the town tour, of course. And the mystery shack. But if you ask me, all that pales in comparison to... Hold on, did you hear that?
Ford turns to the kitchen doorway to investigate.
Sounds like...
The sound comes again, and this time you hear it as well. The squeal of a pig, followed by a pair of quick footsteps running down the stairs. Waddles tumbles past the open kitchen doorway, and Mabel comes into view soon after, a few sheets of paper clutched in hand. Ford steps out of the kitchen, and you follow to the doorway, getting there just in time to see the apparent tug-of-war between Mabel and her pig over a saliva-covered sheet of paper. The paper rips, and after nearly toppling backward from her efforts, Mabel recovers, snatching the scrap of ripped paper from Waddle's jaws and lifting both pieces up victoriously.
Ha ha! Mabel wins again! Now you just gotta find a Grunkle Ford!
Ford, who'd run
Forward.
and held a hand out to steady this energetic child when she'd been in the danger of toppling over, now finds a number of crumpled sheets of paper shoved into his hands. Mabel tugs urgently at his coat.
Grunkle Ford! You've gotta help me!
Ford kneels down to face Mabel with a serious, though concerned look.
Slow down, Mabel. What's the matter?
Zipper found a stack of papers in your old journals, and I walked in and Waddles ran up and started eating one. He must have been chewing on it to warn me. Grunkle stand, because...
Ford.
Grunkle Ford, because... Look!
Mabel takes the ripped halves of paper back from Ford's hand and joins them together, holding it up for Ford to see. Also, Nerdy Cartoons Forever in the chat says your Mabel voice is so cute, and Cooper S says, I love Shelby's Mabel voice so much. And Wolfie World Timelight says, I love Mabel voice.
It cute.
Oh, you guys are good. Thanks, fam. I appreciate.
Oh, and Peanut Butter says, the art in this game looks nice. Maybe I'll play it sometime.
You beautiful starflower. I love you.
I see. And you took it as a warning?
Yes, it says here that it eats small dogs, and Waddles is a small pig, but he sort of looks like a dog from far away, and Waddles must have feared for his life!
Waddle seems to second this notion with a snort. Or not, as it seems the pig is lounging adorably a short distance away in the hall. You can't imagine what this dangerous predator could be. Some kind of wolf? Something bigger? Something smaller? Something the same size? You're suddenly not so keen on staying anymore.
Remember the pterodactyl I told you about? Waddles was so scared of that time. I can't let him leave my side!
Wolfie World Timelight says, I love Ford voice it very cute date me, by the way, Stephen.
Aww.
And No Offense says, OMG, Mabel's voice is 10 out of 10. Yeah, so the Ford and the Stan here are going to be playing Kid Ford and Stan in my comic dubs, and then the Mabel is going to be playing Anti-Mabel and all of the alternate universe Mabels.
You can't see me, but I'm dabbing right now.
Most of the alternate... we assumed you were dabbing.
We're all dabbing on the inside.
A pterodactyl? You suppose pigs are a lot of museums around here.
How about I finish that repellent I never got around to completing? That'll keep Waddles safe from harm.
Kaylee Mamercock says that they cannot believe how good the art is in this game.
It is really nice.
But
Same, fan.
believe.
Yeah, haha, I got it.
I'm so excited because Kiki Kit, or Serena, who did the character art here, is going to be doing the thumbnail for the next Gravity Falls comic dub. And did the actual original art for that comic that we're dubbing, so canon thumbnail, kind of. Mabel flops down on the floor in relief.
Grunkle Ford, you're an actual lifesaver. Waddles, you have nothing to fear.
Ford chuckles, lifting himself out of the kneel and standing back up.
Alright, I'll go get my recipe. I have a stuffed pig that I make that's pretty much like life-size compared to Waddles, and my mom and I dress up as Dipper and Mabel, and she carries Waddles around.
Oh, it's adorable.
That is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
You're an actual lightsaber. Says Isabella. Ford turns to leave, and you suddenly remember that with nothing better to do for the weeks you're gonna be here, it wouldn't hurt to get to know Ford. Because, you know, that's what it says in the thumbnail and title of the video and all. He seems to know what there is to do around town anyway. And you'll need that to not die of boredom in the first week. Or, more pressingly, you could go check on your car and see what Stan's made of it so far. You're not exactly eager to face seeing your car in the side of the house again, though.
Get to know Ford.
Ford, wait. Need a hand with that recipe? I have to imitate Malcolm until he gets here.
What if he just doesn't get here?
He might not. It's
the audience will never know the difference.
Malcolm was always late. We literally made a video called that.
Yeah.
Alright, Ford.
I can handle it myself.
Get it? Handle it?
Haha!
As in...
Oh.
6 finger!
You could... I don't... you could... And...
Ah!
Oh my gosh.
But hey, it's just a theory. A game theory.
Are you sure you couldn't use a hand?
A hand?
Oh,
You just made things awkward.
Ford looks away. Then you follow his averted line of sight to Mabel, who's just mouthed something you couldn't catch. Once she catches you looking her way, Mabel gives you a 100-watt smile, the picture of pure innocence. Ford rubs the back of his neck.
Yes, I suppose I can some help.
And with that, assure it that Ford is on the task. You spot Mabel rolling away with Waddles into the living room.
Before we get started, I suppose I should give you an introduction. Malcolm Tigerman, tell me, do you believe in the supernatural?
A very serious sounding sentence.
Malcolm Tigerman.
He's gonna like that though, because he's a furry.
We're all furries.
Alright, so Shelby, do you want to believe?
I want to believe.
I want to believe.
Well, you're about to come face to face with the unexplainable yourself.
Kaylee Mamercock says, can I afford this game? 1, good joke. 2, it's free and the link is in the description!
You see, Gravity Falls isn't some quiet, unassuming backwater town. Much more lurks below its surface.
Ford pockets the crumpled journal papers and gestures for you to join him as he walks. You do, and follow him through the living room, into the gift shop. I am the supernatural, says Catherine in the chat.
Same.
What about the Super Hulock?
I'm
You
the
mean
super
like
Hulock.
the TV
Super
show?
Oh no.
Carry on, Mom! Yeah. Ford says, do you believe in the supernatural? And Malcolm Tigerman responds, carry on my wayward son! And he says, I don't understand what you're doing. Please stop.
Dipper's like, oh my god, that's my favorite show!
Do you prefer Sam or Dean? And he just doesn't know what's going on.
But Dipper's just like, oh, I love that show! I love that show!
Alright. Ford, go for it.
For example, you must have heard Mabel mention a pterodactyl. Most would say none exist in the living world today, but I say, not if you know where to look.
If anyone else told you this, you'd be disinclined to believe them. But the authority Ford carries is surprisingly compelling. Ford reaches under the cashier counter.
You could say he has a magnetic personality.
Because he wrecked your car. Oh. Ford reaches under the cashier counter and retrieves a packet of vintage-looking gum, inspecting it for a moment before slipping it in his pocket. He looks around in thought.
Hold on to my explanation for the moment. I need to retrieve some more supplies.
Ford ushers you out of the gift shop entrance so that you find yourself on the outside of the shack, then shuts the door behind you. Okay. Alright, Shep.
Respect the man's privacy. He's clearly got business in that gift shop.
You, correctly and politely, just stand out here until Ford returns. You maybe scan the sky for a pterodactyl while you wait. Not too long later, the door opens behind you, and Ford joins you outside, looking no different than before. He must have stored whatever supplies he went to retrieve in his coat, or it might just be the limit of art in a visual novel, but the trench coat falls too naturally on his figure for him to be hiding much.
Where were we? Ah, yeah.
Ford pulls out a pen and pad of paper from his coat, walking as he writes. Just as you're about to head out, he stops and smacks his hand to his face.
Oh shoot, 1 second.
Ford hurries back into the house, realizing he forgot one important component to this adventure, a butterfly net. Before you get a chance to ask, he strides out ahead of you, obviously in no mind to tell you what it's for quite yet. The pair of you walk past the shack and down a well-worn path into the trees. You walk a lonely road, surrounding the house, sunlight peeking between the pines.
The pines.
He double-checks whatever he scribbled onto the paper and tucks it back into one of his coat's seemingly infinite pockets. He stops to turn to face you with a definitive nod.
My recipe for repellent called for a sprig of lavender, 2 thin slices of ginseng, a drop of bat blood, a chunk of amber, and 3.5 milliliters of ink. One time I used 3.6. That did not work out well.
He pauses, staring down at the path in thought.
Obviously, I already have all those components on hand, all except for one last component. A single moth's wing. From Mothman itself.
Mothman.
Mothman? Mothman or Mothman?
Mothman.
So here's the question
Pick
I
that
have.
man off the ground.
Here's the question I have. Is Swooning Over Stands canon to Gravity Falls Lost Legends? Because same artist as Don't Dimension It, and here, and in both, Ford claims to know Mothman. In what opens
Yes.
Face It is that Mothman owes him money.
I mean, I don't see why not. Anything can be canon if you believe hard enough.
Alright. You can't help it. You gasp. Ford glances at you and you think you see a hint of a smile before he turns back to the path and continues along, wind ruffling through his hair.
You see, Mothman is the very creature on that page. Should I be saying it Mothman or Mothman?
You get to decide, Stephen.
Okay.
How would Ford say it?
Ford would say Mothman.
Yeah.
But the main character
You see-
is Tigerman, so...
You see, Mothman is the very creature on that page that Waddle seems to fear. Using a piece of itself should ward it away. Or at least lead it to believe that Waddles isn't for eating. I would have already completed the repellent years ago if I had managed to collect that wing.
Was it too difficult?
Oh, I just never got around to it. Besides, Mothman used to come bad at this lamp I had lit out in the backyard. It seemed like such an innocent hobby that I never had the heart to chase it off. But if this brings Mabel and her pig a peace of mind, then the time has come to finish this.
Sunlight filters in through the trees, causing dappled shadows across Ford's coat as he leads in front of you. Break the silence. Shep?
How do you know so much about this stuff?
Yeah.
I study anomalies. Anything unusual, strange, and just plain weird. I began my research in this town because it was, and remains, a hotbed of paranormal activity. I made this exact trip years ago, though at the time I had no idea where I was going. It was just dumb luck that I managed to tail Mothman back to its cave from my backyard. Navigating the forest by moonlight is poetic, but not advisable. I made plenty of other discoveries as well, from fairies to gnomes to amalgams of creatures who were never meant to cross too. Ah, wait.
You just got gnomed.
Ford reaches into his pocket and pulls out the slightly crumpled pages Michael had pushed into his hand earlier, smoothing them out and shuffling through them.
Take a look at these. They're more definite proof than just my word. Look at these graphs.
You accept the pages from him and find that they're scanned pages from some sort of journal, just as you've heard Mabel say. Fluid cursive tells of Mothman, beard cubs, scamp fires, and more. Ford gestures to them and explains,
I detailed my discoveries in a series of research journals. The remaining pages, at least. I wonder where Stanley was keeping these.
Right.
You drew these?
Alright.
Yes, of course. Who else?
I love your line work.
My work was far better, but I appreciate the compliment. Me whenever anyone compliments my old art.
Despite his understated words, Ford looks surprisingly pleased.
I detailed my Oh.
Yep.
I read that already.
Yep, so what do you want to pick?
You must have gotten into some pretty crazy stuff back then.
Wink, wink. That's one way to put it. Only took 6 years for me to get in over my head.
He takes a silent moment to look away from your gaze, seemingly in bittersweet remembrance. I guess
Walks
this one?
in silence.
You're not gonna ask if the creatures were dangerous? Just gonna keep going?
Okay, we can ask if they're dangerous. I assumed they were!
Oh, extremely! Some were worse. Dangerously annoying.
Though Ford seems to find his own comment amusing, he doesn't fail to notice your unease.
I do have weapons in case things escalate, so there's no need to worry.
You brought weapons?
Would you rather I didn't? Not many. I have a stun gun, my fist, these hands, and my sharp wit.
I feel safer already. Alright. You didn't bring your magnet gun, or ask him about these creatures?
You didn't bring your magnet gun? Let's dig that shit.
I thought it would be prudent to leave its magnetic fields alone for a while until I have the time to optimize it. Also, Mothman is not made of metal! You see, I was trying to widen the area of magnetic influence, but it's been a while since I last worked with the gun. I needed to refamiliarize myself with its inner workings. My guess is I switched a wrong wire or two, and instead narrowed the beam.
I'd like to see how it works sometime. On something besides my car.
Really? You know, if you're interested in devices like that, my old research colleague Fiddleford would have more to show you. He's the engineering genius around here.
Ask him about these creatures.
Ask him about those creatures.
Oh!
Oh.
Oh.
So about this leprechaun.
Also, I get this now. Giant vampire bats is not a real thing that has existed for 11,000 years. But at one point in Indiana Jones, some fruit bats come by, and Willie goes, "Those are some nice birds." And then Indy says, "Those aren't birds. They're giant vampire bats." And the idea that giant vampire bats ever existed is preposterous. How can something large live off of blood? That's not a sustainable life.
Well, I mean, remember Golbat, Charlie.
I know. Listen, either you have to
I'm
be.
imagining that exact scene, but with the Golbat now.
Yes, yeah, Golbat's flying overhead, Indy and Willie. You either have to be small enough to live off of blood or big enough to eat meat. In between is just confusing and difficult. Alright, we'll ask about it. Oh, there we go.
Giant fruit bats, actually. They were among the first to teach me not to judge a creature by its reputation. Ah! Here he is.
Almost. Hold on. Let's restart the call so he gets a call. Can everyone just hang up for a second?
Okay,
yeah.
no one tell him about Tigerman.
Alright. Rachel, do not join the call, please.
Okay, I will join. No, I'm not joining the call.
Alright.
I was just gonna open my computer because Stanley seems to not really be involved anymore. Because we're doing the forward route.
Mm-hmm. Alright, hello everybody. Hi. Cheb?
Hi.
Okay, Steven's there. Malcolm, are you there? Nope. Okay. Hang on a second. Alright. There we go. Keep going.
I only realized they were harmless once I'd been bitten by one.
Oh no. That still sounds pretty bad.
It actually healed quite fast. I attribute that to the health kick I was on soon after.
Alright. You want to just keep going or you want to ask about more critters?
We can ask him about more stuff.
Alright. What do you want to know of? Gnomes? Or
what?
Mothman turning into moths?
Gnome.
Alright.
Other places have rats, mice, or insects in this house. We have gnomes.
Have garats? Gamice? Or insects?
No, the way you said that, I thought you were saying gay insect.
Gay insects.
Picture your typical garden gnome, but more disturbing.
Disturbing. Alright.
You only do that if a word begins with an N, Charlie. I don't care what the video says.
So do you want to keep going, or do you want to... Or do you want to ask about more things, or do you want to keep going?
Let's ask about Mothman and then keep going.
Mothman!
Mothman.
There's no need to feel down, I said
I
Mothman!
said Mothman!
Pick that man, lift that man
off the ground, I said Mothman! Cause you're in a new town and there's kids to be abducted! Da 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 M-O-T-H! Alright.
Yes, that's how we'll get the Mothwing.
Then why not use mothballs as repellent?
Well, I've never tried. Could the most conventional method be the unconventional one? Someone's here, but their mic is muted. I think that's Malcolm.
Okay, there.
Hey, so,
Yay!
Oh, Malcolm's here.
Malcolm!
Malcolm,
Hey.
so let's give some backstory. You were on a road trip to California, okay? You, specifically, Malcolm, you're the main character.
Wait, what? Okay, I'm on a road trip to California.
And,
Wait, what's happening?
Yeah, well, this is a dating sim, so we made the main character you. So, you're on your way to California, and then on your way through Oregon, your car just starts going way too fast for some reason, and then you crash into, a super magnet inside some tourist trap, and now
What
the
the
science
world?
man who built the science man who built the super magnet is taking you on a science adventure to find Mothman while his friend the mechanic repairs your car. And basically, this is gonna blossom a romance between you and the science man.
Oh,
You're
Okay.
the science man.
that sounds fine.
All right, everybody. This is Malcolm. Let me link you in the chat as well, so you can have that up. Malcolm played the Indestructibuddies, Indestructibro, and the Indestructibuddies in the comics updub. And what else you in?
Aside from the stuff that I do with you,
Yeah.
okay, I'm part of a web series called The Nostalgia Critic. We do these TV shows, anything pertaining to
Critique
like,
nostalgia.
yeah, we critique nostalgia. I'm a voice actor in Chicago. I do a lot of commercial voice work. I'm part of DC Abridged, where we abridge DC animated films and TV shows. And yeah, I just pretty much do whatever work comes my way. I've been in video games, a lot of indie stuff.
And now you're car wrecked in Oregon and on an
Yeah.
adventure with a science man named Ford.
Who you might end up
Life
meeting.
is strange.
No.
Yeah.
That's a different part of Oregon.
Ah,
I thought Life in Strange was on the East Coast.
No, I think it's Oregon. As
Really?
is Coraline. That's just where all the crazy stuff happens.
Except
see,
for
I didn't even realize
that's
that.
California.
Yeah.
But you were on your way to the Hellmouth and then you got sucked in Gravity Falls.
All right.
As-
So, do you want to ask him about some mythical creatures, Malcolm, or do you want to just keep walking?
Yeah, I'll ask him about some mythical creatures. We're
Alright.
playing
Should we tell them which ones we've already done or not?
We already did Mothman, who you're looking for, and gnomes, and giant vampire bats. Which ones do you want to ask about? The pterodactyl, the leprechaun, the floating eyeballs, or the gremlin?
whoa. Yeah, pterodactyl sounds intense. I want to ask him about that.
I doubt we'll spot it today, but perhaps we can go bird watching later if you're interested.
You want to ask him? You want to ask him about another
Bird
one, or you want to
watching.
keep through the forest?
You know, I want to ask him about these things. That would be my, inclination.
All right. What else do you want to know about?
Floating eyeballs.
All
I
right.
can't hang out with the floating eye, though I don't know why. Sounds disconcerting, doesn't it? I once released them in my house by accident and found eyeballs in the most unsuspecting places for months.
Like-
My guests choose not to comment on my choice of house decor.
All right.
All right. Well, not getting any actual answers here. No long silence.
All right. You want to keep going, Malcolm?
What?
Hello?
Hello?
You're cutting
Hello?
out a little bit.
Oh, I am.
Yeah. No, you're fine now. Okay. You want to keep going?
Well, it's clear that we're not getting any real answers here, so we can walk in silence.
Suddenly, Ford puts an arm out in caution, slowing his pace. You narrowly manage not to collide with him, and take a quick glance around to see nothing.
Look, there!
You see what looks like a bundled-up plaid shirt moving along the forest floor? Wait, is that a
It's Alex!
is that a beaver's tail?
Whoa.
It looks like.
A platypus! Aw, what are you doing all the way out here?
Also, look what we named you,
I like it. Tigerman.
Malcolm Tigerman. All right, read your line, Malcolm.
Don't you mean a platypus?
Ford shakes his head with a grin.
I meant what I said. It's a platypus. I call him Perry.
Ah,
Ford moves into a crouch, but stays at a respectable distance, following the small creature. You watch him, and after a moment, mimic his actions. Ford's giving the creature a bright smile, the first of its kind that you've seen since leaving Mabel at the shack.
You're a cute one, aren't you? and one of my favorite patterns, too.
Ford motions for you to move forward a little. The distance he's maintaining.
If I were to rate the oddities that live in this forest on a scale of least to most annoying, these little guys would get immunity. They have done nothing wrong, and I appreciate them for it. I'm imagining that meme where it's like, I've done nothing wrong ever.
Yeah. As the two of you watch in quiet appreciation, the platypus ambles into the underbrush and vanishes from view.
What a cute little guy.
How?
The two of you continue deeper into the forest. Ooh, this is getting romantic, Malcolm.
It is.
The
Ooh.
foliage seems denser now, and you look through the treetops for a glimpse of the sun, which has now dropped low in the sky. It had already been getting late when you left, but you hadn't thought Mothman would be this far out. Almost as though
Far out, man.
almost as though he'd read your mind, Ford answers for you.
Mothman is rather reclusive, and as such, lives deeper within the forest than bolder creatures like the gnome.
Did you say gnomes?
Yes, he did.
Good oh.
Awesome.
You got a problem with that?
No, I just appreciate that.
All right.
Good. I was joking.
Yeah, I
about the
know.
problem with that part. Are you alright?
Oh, yeah, no. Huh?
That is, are you tired at all? I should have asked sooner. It's just been a long time since I've traveled with anyone new. Stanley, tends to speak his mind without my asking.
Alright, what are you gonna answer, Malcolm?
Let's see. I'm fine, really.
I'm glad to hear it. Still, we still have some time until sunset. Let's wait here in the meantime.
Alright.
Let's see. Why wait until sunset?
You'll see. Dun dun dun.
Oh.
The moment the sun touches the horizon through the gaps in the treetops, Ford gestures for the two of you to continue. You hadn't noticed, but you'd been resting within short distance of a small clearing that holds a cylindrical stone marker. The stone marker bears intricate swirls carved into its surface. Ford reaches into his coat and produces the packet of gum from earlier, opening it and dumping the pieces out into his palm.
Gum?
Thanks.
So much choice, Malcolm.
Yeah. I don't know. Do I want gum?
So many choices!
Unsure of why you came all the way out here to unwrap gum at sunset, you accept a stick of gum. Ford puts the remaining gum in his coat breast pocket. He unwraps the now empty gum packet to reveal that it was hiding a small piece of parchment, folded up to act as lining. He smooths it out against the stone, holding it under the deep orange-red light of the sunset. You step closer to look over Ford's shoulder. The parchment holds a detailed drawing of the swirls carved into the stone, documenting every crack on the surface. As you watch, a golden cursive unfolds itself across the page, seemingly fueled by the sunset's warm light. Ford reads the words as they appear.
Such a place the Mothman doth rest. But please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft.
Ford lifts the parchment a little higher to prevent a shadow from obscuring the rest of the line.
Follow thy nature and turn left.
So,
To the left.
do you get the solution, Malcolm? Oh wait, Malcolm muted.
Let's see. Such a place the Mothman doth rest, but please do not disturb his nest. If kindness be something thou bereft, follow thy nature left. Such a place with a please not. If kindness be something thou bereft.
What does bereft mean?
Sorry, there's like a pupper here. Let's see. Oh.
That's fine. I have 3 dogs in my house, so I hear barking all the time.
Yeah. want to be kind. Should we turn left, or do I want to see this Mothman?
I think, yeah. I think, I think it's up to you, Malcolm. Figure it out.
I will turn left.
I think so, Malcolm Tigerman. We press onward.
Tigerman.
Left leads you to a dimly lit cave, which Ford says he remembers well, except last time he was here, it was pitch black, since he arrived in the middle of the night. From its depths, you hear the faint sound of dripping water echoing off the cave's shrouded walls. You slow as your eyes attempt to adjust to the low light. Ford pauses in front of you, reaching into his coat for something.
Hold on, I have a flashlight in here somewhere. This cave has never reeled much natural light, you see, and,
He rummages further and you see a couple dice, the pad of paper from earlier, and a quill. There's some custom pocket work going on there, too. And you bet one of his coat's inner pockets has a pen protector in it.
Nerd.
Yeah.
Here we are, at last. Allow me to... Darn, out of batteries.
Wait, I think I have one.
You pull out your phone and turn on its flashlight. The light is small, but it does its job.
Huh.
Yeah.
You saved our hide, Malcolm Tigerman. I was about to pull out a matchbook.
I love when there are serious lines that contain the name Malcolm Tigerman.
Yeah, just the full name.
Malcolm. I know Malcolm Ray would have fit much better, but I feel this represents you.
It does. It really does.
You Tigerman.
Tigerman.
With their light guiding the way, you and Ford move further into the cave, which yawns wide around you. It isn't until the sliver of natural light from the entrance disappears that Ford speaks again.
Been years since I've been here. Decades, even, at this point. But I'll always remember the eye bats as one of my first discoveries when I arrived at Gravity Falls. I love how he just says eye bats, like, casually.
Casual about it. How did you find them in the first place?
One got into my house, you see. I was making breakfast one morning and one managed to find my cereal box. When I poured the cereal into the bowl, it came flittering out, agitated, like it belonged there. The nerve!
It still sounds so indignant, even years later, that you laugh. Hey, he did
Which
laugh!
I totally
I did
reflected my
laugh.
voice acting. I wanted to contain it for further study, but unfortunately it managed to get away. As I thought about it afterwards, its pupil had constricted against the light. Unfamiliar with the bright light in the kitchen, so either it's nocturnal or it lives in the deepest, darkest cave in Gravity Falls. I found them easily after that.
Did you manage to catch one?
I had to do an impression of you until you got here, by the way, whenever the character spoke. I promise I did it justice.
Oh man, I want to hear this now.
Alright, it was basically just like, did you manage to catch one?
Yeah, oh, hey, you're trying to make me sound slick and like just...
That is
Just dab it
exactly
there.
how you read it.
You're right! Damn it, Charlie.
Somewhat. I came running through this cave with a butterfly net in my... I brought a working flashlight that time. They all hid in dark corners. Once I turned the flashlight off, they flocked to me. I caught 18 of them that day, but it reminded me of the stealth uses of...
The rapid sound of clicking claws against stone startles you, and a shiver running up your spine. So,
Oh,
Hey, it's just occurred to me that maybe this isn't where we should be looking for Mothmen because moths are attracted to bright light.
wait, are we looking for Mothman?
yeah, you have to find Mothmen to make a repellent that will prevent Mabel's pig from getting captured by a
You
pterodactyl.
have to stay.
Oh, damn it, then I should have turned right. I should have turned right.
So, nope, lost it. I was gonna say something, but who's to say what it was? Oh, shiver running up your spine. Remember Brian? We went to get to the sushi place with him and at Kineticon, Malcolm, the guy with the beard.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
he came over on Halloween. He's actually moving in next month. So
Oh,
we're
sweet.
gonna be
Oh
housemates.
yeah!
So,
Nice.
but he came over on Halloween, and we were listening to Halloween music, and we sang. Spooky Scary Skeleton came on shuffle, and we started singing Spooky Scary Skeletons and shivers down your spine, and then realized neither of us knew the rest of the words, so we just started singing that over and over and over again. And
That's
now,
honestly the only part that I know.
and then now Brian is going to do a video next year called Spooky Scary Skeletons, but the singer only knows the first line, which goes, Spooky Scary Skeletons and shivers down your spine, and spooky scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Spooky scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Spooky scary skeletons and shivers down your spine. Cause spooky scary skeletons.
Skeletons. Oh my god, that's actually a brilliant YouTube poop, to be honest.
That's amazing.
I don't know if I told you about this, Malcolm, but I got a pretty popular one on Tumblr, which is called, Everybody Backstreet's Back, but the Yes and Alrights are really unenthusiastic.
Really?
It's so good. It's so good.
And yeah, it got huge on Tumblr, and basically it goes, everybody, yeah, rock your body, yeah, Backstreet's back, all right.
That would be me. I just like, alright.
Yeah, Backstreet, okay, cool.
Dark.
You turn off your light. Ford taps your shoulder and gestures for you to keep moving forward. Eventually, the narrow passage widens into a large room. The darkness shrouds the source of the dripping water from view, but as your eyes adjust, you squint to see a strange winged shadow. A shadow with eyes that glow red and near darkness like rubies. Your breath catches in your
What
throat.
about sapphire?
As the realization comes over you, Ford is apparently fairly close to you in the room. You find when he speaks a few inches from your shoulder, you catch the shadow of his arms swing out in a wide arc, like he's introducing you to...
Malcolm Tigerman, I'd like you to meet the Mothman.
Malcolm Tigerman and Malcolm Mothman.
Nice.
He whispers, but even in the dark, you see him grinning excitedly at you. Ford looks between you
I
and
should
the
have whispered that. Whoops.
and the Mothman, apparently hoping for a dramatic reaction. Your speechlessness seems to satisfy him.
Don't worry, it hasn't noticed us yet.
I don't know.
Here's the plan. You make contact with Mothman, do the shoulder touch. I...
Hey.
Hey.
Yeah.
How good
And
was
when
that
Ford
movie?
was introduced, he...
Malcolm, how good was that movie?
I liked it a lot. I really did. It was just...
So did I.
It was just so good. Like, it was very grounded. That's what I really appreciate about it.
Uh-huh, and Miles was very grounded.
Yeah, Miles, like...
Was
specifically.
grounded.
He was literally grounded.
Uh-huh, that was my joke.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
For how quick you are, Charlie. You are so quick with those.
Thank
Yeah.
you. You're very nice to me, Malcolm. It pulls out a butterfly net and a large lidded jar. Now, where that one came from within his coat of mysteries is lost to you.
We'll capture one of the 100 moths that one of the 100 moths that comprise it.
Let's see, we'll capture one of them. Let's see, wait. I get to touch Mothman? The Mothman? Yeah, that would be my reaction.
But Mothman is from West Virginia, so what's he doing here? Is he on vacation?
Alright, like, what? What's he doing?
Mothman of the
Yes,
West Virginia
And it
Mothman.
turns into 100 black witch. It's like experiencing a swarm of locusts. Surprising when you're not expecting it.
I
Remember,
imagine.
even just a light touch is enough.
So, we got the fourth comic is about the Stan and his twin brother when they were kids, Ford. So, the reason Steven is here voicing this old man is that he voices the child version of this old man in the comic dubs. So, I'm like, alright, fine. You get to play the grown-up version this time. And Rachel is here, who's gonna be playing.
I'm gonna be the Stan. I'm gonna be Stan!
You steal
Right.
yourself. Awaiting
Why
forts.
stand pines when you can stand Luna?
Stan Luna is actually their sister.
I believe it.
He waves his hand to coax you forward, and then it's up to you to decide how to, well, make contact. Alright, Malcolm,
Hey.
you're fighting the Mothman, and the music just switched to be, some fighting game type music, and it's great. By the way, the composer is actually watching the stream. Hello!
Hello.
Hi!
You guys can't hear it, Rachel can.
Yes. Uh-oh.
What are you gonna do, Malcolm?
RPG battle.
I wish I could hear the music.
Alright, here we go.
I'll-
There, I got it.
I'll approach with stealth.
There it was. Alright, Malcolm.
I'll approach with stealth.
Approach with stealth? Okay.
Yeah.
You tiptoe towards the Mothman, remembering Ford's comment on the dark and trying to channel your inner stealth skills. Oh, the composer just messaged me on Discord and said, "Oh, whoa,"
Oh, really?
Oh!
because they're watching the stream.
Oh.
Of course, that's the moment your phone decides to start blasting "Taking Over Midnight" by Anne Persandra. You're confused before remembering that Mabel added her number to your contacts and must have made that her custom ringtone. Mothman turns at the noise and screeches. May I, friends? May I, please?
Yes.
Yes.
Nice.
But before you can
Yay.
barrel into it, the
You did
creature...
a good job.
my vision is blurring now.
Oh, God.
Nice job.
100 moths fluttering around you. Getting stuck in your shirt and skittering around your face, surrounding you in mothy hell. Your task accomplished. Ford rushes into the large swarm of moths, waving the butterfly net with a few unsuccessful swipes. He tries swatting the more aggressive ones away, but there are too many. What are you gonna do?
Oh no. Let's see. See, I can use the phone's light to attract them towards me and away from Ford.
Alright, good plan. Did you just scream your soul out? Says Cooper S. And then Pawsy Gotcha Lover says, I need that screech as my ringtone.
Same.
Listen, it said he screeched, so I screeched it. I don't know why. It's
Beautiful
so
screech.
surprising. It was what
I
it
thought you were
said.
gonna do one of your things that you do for monsters where you just say, "Rawr, I'm a pterodactyl."
I actually was
Rawr,
doing
I'm a
no
Mothman.
when I voiced the pterodactyl, I was doing those screeches, and my mom was asleep in the next room, and she said, "Charlie, keep it down." So then I did the rest of his lines as, "Rawr, I'm a pterodactyl." All right. You grab your phone and quickly switch the light on, running to Ford's side and holding it up high. You even attempt to call him over, despite knowing they don't respond to sound. Before long, they all crowd around the phone. The sight of light flickering and reflecting off of so many small waves would be somewhat captivating if you hadn't just been in the midst of them. Ford puts the butterfly net back away and, jar in hand, carefully scoops one of the moths up. You did it!
Yay!
Yeah.
Well, that could have gone better, but we've succeeded on the.
It was that a goat? Well, Popelick does mean, goat monster, so...
Really?
Yes, and also, my beautiful girlfriend, beautiful, wonderful, perfect girlfriend, Agnia, just did some, art of her as a bunny and me as a goat, if you'd like to see it, Malcolm.
Absolutely.
Alright, it's in the Discord chat, if you look down there. And I'll put it up on screen, too, actually.
Approve so hard.
I mean,
Does this mean you have a Sona now?
that was from the furry snub dub. That's the same.
Oh yeah, when you turned into a goat.
She drew that then, and there we go, guys.
I You know what? That suits you a little too well.
No, I know. The reason was recently I went to a place that has goats, and one of them was just so bored that it started following me around and spitting on me. It wasn't mad at me. It just thought it was funny, and I'm like, this is why I'm public. No.
Means you're gonna turn into a goat soon.
Yeah.
Goat.
Or get given a copy of Undertale.
There we go.
Why I gave the Pope like Undertale. Alright, as Ford pockets the jar, you turn off the light. With no light and no threat to focus in on, the cloud disperses.
That was amazing.
Ford laughs, brushing dust and dirt off his trench coat.
You could say that. Our completed repellent is within sight. Let's head back.
Cooper S says I have a goat character that I almost named after Charlie. Almost!
Aw.
I didn't you?
I actually had one of my subscribers name their dog after me, Malcolm.
Really?
We're named the dog, Indiana. No, basically their siblings suggested let's name the dog Charlie, and then they were like, okay, but can we spell it with an EY instead of an IE? So...
Oh.
So the dog was gonna be named Charlie, but the spelling was named after me.
That's beautiful. Your legacy is... Oh, what's
There
wrong?
was a dog. That wasn't the same one.
Hello?
Said the
whoa.
dog. Ford turns to leave the cave. He looks calm and content. You, on the other hand, are buzzing with energy under an adrenaline rush. Should you go for a high five?
Yes!
Oh,
This is
Malcolm?
Malcolm's decision, sorry.
yeah, totally. I would totally high five him.
Alright, check out that art.
Wow, whoa, that's intense.
You raise your hand on a universally understood offer of a high five. Ford pauses, then grins. High fiving, or six, rather?
High six? Wait, what?
He has 6 fingers.
He has 6 fingers. That's what got him interested in the paranormal, because he got bullied for polydactyly, so he researched it, and it led him to research a bunch of other genetic deformities, which led him to research fictional ones, which led him into cryptozoology.
Wow, I need to watch this series.
Oh, it's
thoroughly.
very good.
It is good.
But you've been in the Hanukkah special and comic up.
Yeah, I have. I mean, I've seen a couple episodes, like here and there, very like sporadic.
When you and Ford finally reach the cave entrance, you find the
Matt Chapman
forest.
from Homestar Runner wrote a couple episodes.
That's true. You left
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Dying light is now awash with a silvery glow. A gap between the leaves overhead provides a view of the night sky, along with a long string of stars. A few more steps and the Milky Way comes into view, looking as if a tear across the fabric of the sky. Ford notices you looking.
See something? The pterodactyl doesn't usually come out this late, but being a prehistoric creature, its behavior is rather unpredictable.
Alright, Malcolm. Have you looked into the sky and actually seen the kind of
Milky Way.
white pale glow around the nearest stars?
Oh man.
I would go with not from Chicago, probably.
Oh, like there's very few like blackout spots that you can go to.
Mm-hmm.
Even then I don't think I was able to see it. Like it was dark enough to see like the like constellations,
Mm-hmm.
but I could not see the Milky Way.
Did you see the super blood moon?
I did.
I have
It was
seen.
cloudy that night.
I was driving, and
I've-
it was just
yeah.
in my view the whole time, and I was in a call, so I didn't get bored while driving home from work, and I was like, so anyway, the moon! Sorry, I was saying, look at the fucking moon! No, wait, okay, so what I was trying
I forgot what day it was, and I forgot to look outside.
and I was
It
like,
was cloudy where I was because like it had just snowed, and yeah, I was pretty upset about that. It was like 10 degrees out, so I wasn't willing to go outside to see if I could see it.
I didn't know it was coming. I just was driving and the moon looked weird and was really bright, and I was like, what is going on?
I saw the moon the next day though, and it was still really bright and big.
Did you say something, Shelby?
That's always the best way for it to happen. It's like a surprise from nature.
That's such a Mabel thing to say.
You guys were all awesome in that, by the way.
Oh, thank you. In what?
Absolutely.
You got
The comic dub.
That's Shelby is not Mabel in that one. She's
I
playing.
am not that Mabel.
Well, actually,
Really?
she filled in a line
I have
because
other.
yeah, the next one is about Mabel going to a universe where
I'm-
all of the Mabels who get lost in the multiverse wind up, and Shelby voices the anti-Mabel, the villain of that comic. So I have two people doing two different Mabel impressions to so you can kind of tell them apart besides the art, because the goal of a comic dub, I think, is to make it more clear to the people who have trouble with visual processing.
Really, you just know so many talented people.
Yeah, Shelby
Yeah.
is
On Crunchyroll, they call that motion manga. They get like anime voice actors to dub the manga.
oh awesome.
They do that.
I should
They have
try to
that
get
on
a job with Crunchyroll because I think I'm pretty good at these.
Are.
Yeah, because I somebody was like, "Oh, I'm watching the Dororo motion manga," and I
Yeah,
was like,
so-
"What's a motion manga?" And they're like, "Oh, it's when they get voice actors to dub the original manga." And I was like, "Oh, that's cool."
So Rachel voiced Wendy in that one,
I did.
and Steven is the little kid at the end that buys Stan's comic because he liked swearing. And Shelby filled in one line for Mabel because Courtney forgot to record one, and thus far no one has noticed. And if you in the chat can figure out which one it is, I don't know, I'll voice something for you. And then yeah. All right, let's keep reading the game. Malcolm Tigerman. Malcolm Tigerman.
Malcolm Tigerman.
Where'd Malcolm go? He's
Oh.
talking? Okay.
We can't hear you. Sorry.
Oh, did he get muted again?
No, it's not muted, but Malcolm. Hello?
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 Leave the call and come back?
Yeah, Discord's kind of bad sometimes.
Too bad there's no other program that can do this for us.
Hey, Malcolm. Odd.
You can type your response and then Charlie can do an impression of you.
Alright, I guess. For right now, until Malcolm can get it working, I am Malcolm. It's incredible up here. It gazes into the night sky.
A whole year has passed, yet it still feels strange to see a sky I recognize.
What?
Oh, traveling, you know, I was in a different part of the world.
Malcolm, talk. Alright, is your mic still plugged in? Did you accidentally, like, bump it or something? Alright.
You might need to reboot your computer.
I have no idea what's going on. You both stare up at the sky in a comfortable silence for a few more moments. The quiet of the forest settles in, along with a distant sound of flowing water, and you find yourself surprisingly glad that Ford had accidentally pulled you here, if this is one of the moments you get to experience. I mean, how to get this game. The link is in the description. Also, I just opened a Twitch channel, so the link to that is also in the description, because I would love to start doing more games over there instead of here on YouTube, so check that out. Link's right there if you guys want to follow it. Out of the corner of your eye, you see Ford looking up at you. I hear barking. Is that Steven's dog, or?
Yes, my dog.
Ah, dang it.
Sorry.
Out of the corner of your eye, you see Ford is looking at you instead of up, but when you tilt your head, his attention is elsewhere. Eventually, the two of you come to a wordless mutual agreement to continue on, and you're walking again. You'll have to show me some of the other creatures that live here. You're glad you said so when you look over and find that Ford looks pleasantly surprised to hear it. His chest puffs out with pride.
Of course. Maybe we'll even get to spot the hide behind, or tag along with Dipper when he next visits the multi-bear.
The what? The what? Ford taps his temple, grinning.
You'll have to wait until I show you to find out.
I'm holding you to that.
We have some time left before we get back. If you're up for another...
You make a face because Ford looks back to you and laughs.
We're not
And
far,
laughs.
I promise. We're not far, I promised. I just thought I might answer a few of your questions, if we have any.
Alright, I guess, Rachel, you get to decide for Malcolm.
Alright, you know, I think I do have some questions.
You must stay in great shape if you do this all day.
Huh. You know, actually, this sort of thing isn't part of my exercise regimen.
Ford turns left at the stone marker towards the sound of the river, and sure enough, after a while, it comes into view. The moonlight illuminates the water as you walk along it. After following the river for quite a few minutes, the shoreline expands into a small round lake in the center of a clearing. Overhanging it is a large flat rock, the kind that could be used as a less than effective diving board in times of emergency. The emergency being that one just had to go jump in the lake.
Hello?
Malcolm!
Yay!
Am I back?
Yes,
You are
you're
back, fam.
Do you-
You're back.
Do you wish you entering always was met like that?
Yes.
You were friggin' Kramer from Seinfeld.
And I give my own like sitcom applause.
and then
In
and then
life.
we cut to the cheesy synthesized saxophone opening as yellow text says, starring Malcolm Xavier Ray, and you're washing your car, but then you notice the camera and you smile and laugh at it.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm watching my fursuit. I'm just like washing it. And I look up, I'm like, hey, you ruined the magic. Hey.
The Malcolm and Zeke show. However, neither yourself nor Ford really look in the direction of the diving board. He leads you toward the edge of the lake, where a relatively fat boulder, flat boulder could substitute for a bench, and the two of you take a seat. Break the silence.
Ask about in Gravity Falls. You said to wait, but can I at least get a preview of what I'd be getting into? Oh.
Not content to leave them to discover... Not content to leave them to discover yourself. Well, has anyone told you about the Gobblewonker?
You start, taken aback by the name, but compose yourself when Ford simply raises an eyebrow.
I don't think so, no.
Not even in the tourist guide? Does the office even read my letter? No. Oh, it's from Ford Pies. They throw it in the trash.
Rosie Plays says that we should go with the Waddles route instead of the Ford route. Waddles being the pet pig that Mabel owns.
Yeah.
Waddles is the best character, so...
Ford mutters to himself something about updating the tourist guide to warn against local dangers. He sighs with frustration that's reserved for bureaucracy, but soon lightens up at the prospect of getting to introduce you to another strange creature.
Well, the Gobblewonker is a large sea creature that lives in this very lake. One could say it's our version of the Loch Ness Monster.
The interesting thing is, because Malcolm hasn't really seen much of the show, this exposition is actually telling him things about the town he's staying in and not just restating stuff from the show.
Yeah. So it's like a whole new experience for me.
It's like you actually were stranded in the town.
Yeah. So I'm like
Yeah,
the perfect
method acting.
candidate. Yeah, exactly.
Hyper realistic.
Oh, I always heard it as meth and acting. Okay, method makes more sense.
I mean,
Method
that's
was
also a
acting.
technique.
Meth
I'm not
acting.
gonna unpack
When
all
you
of
just do
that
a
right
bunch
now.
of meth and then act. A lot of acting.
That's also a technique.
It
a lot of
doesn't
acting.
work very
Insert-
well.
Insert joke about any actor who is
Ever.
famous for being on drugs.
Yep.
Or anyone on Breaking Bad, where the fake meth was rock candy, cotton candy, rock candy on Breaking Bad. And when they would do really late shoots and start getting tired, they would sneak a little bit of the prop meth to keep them awake.
That's hilarious. I didn't know that.
Nice.
Good.
Yeah, so they would just munch on the meth during late shoots because it's just
Just gonna
sugar.
munch on some meth here. Keeps me up.
Did you read that line already?
Don't think I did. My old research assistant apparently saw it at some point. He said it was large, gray, and scaly, with a long neck like a giraffe.
Oh, by the way, good night, Fandom Brad. Have a good
Good
night.
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 Ford.
You wouldn't have had any odd sightings yet, have you? It's only been 24 hours. But my own first encounter with the strange occurred shortly after my arrival as well.
Alright, Malcolm.
Oh, let's see. Let's see. Night? Is this like just me like relaying my own
Yeah,
like
I
personal
guess so.
experience? Yeah, last night. It's a little silly. It's a little silly, but I felt a little unsettled last night before I went to bed. Hello?
Hi.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Because you guys are like so quiet after I delivered.
Yeah, we're
the
letting
line.
because you have another line. That's why we were quiet.
Oh, whoops. It clicked. Okay, it just changed. Almost like I was being watched out in the hallway.
That must be our unwanted guest. They get decapitated head of wax.
Oh my god.
The wax figure Larry King. I forgot about him until I saw that line.
Same. I forgot that the wax statues were a thing.
Just try to ignore it. We haven't been able to fish him out yet.
Whoa. Let's see. I'm gonna ask about. I'm gonna make us go down the line, right? I'll ask about the mysterious shack.
Basically, if you click wait for him, it just continues the story. But if you click any of the above ones, you get to hear exposition.
Yeah, I'll ask about the mystery shack because I don't know anything about that.
Yes. The Mystery Shack used to be my house once upon a time, and now it's
A tourist trap.
It's the Mystery Shack.
Oh yeah, that's where Grunkle Stan lives, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad for what it's become as a home. I just wish it weren't so offending to each of the senses. Wait, what do you taste in the Mystery Shack?
Hey Stan, what do you taste in the Mystery Shack?
God, it tastes like old people.
What tastes like old people?
The mystery
The
The
shack.
air.
breath, the air.
Just the essence.
All right. So, do you want to keep going, or you want to ask more questions?
I'm curious. I want to ask him about his family. He's related to Grunkle Stan, right?
Yeah, he's Stan's twin brother, who had been lost in another dimension for 30 years, and Stan had been living in the Mystery Shack because that's where he's
The hell?
trying to, that's where the portal was, and he's trying to get him back.
Wow. Okay, I'm gonna ask what is Stan like, because I'm curious about their dynamic.
Stubborn, foolhardy, a liar, and a cheapskate.
Liar!
Sorry, someone messaged me and I got distracted.
It's okay.
But a true hero at heart. There's no one else I'd rather call my brother.
That's so sweet. All right. Who is Seuss, other than the narrator?
Oh, the handyman, Sue. Well, I'm still not sure what he does exactly. He gave him the right to conduct his business with the shack, so he spends his day giving out tours, selling merchandise, fooling the townsfolk, giving no refunds, and the like. I may not have been around the original Mystery Shack very often while Stan was still running, but I believe Seuss is doing the brand name good.
Alright, we can change topics.
Okay. Because you already know what Mabel and Dipper are like.
Yeah. I'll ask about the stars.
You ask Ford if he has a favorite constellation, and his answer comes out faster than you expected.
Orion and Ursa Major, without a doubt. What about you?
I love Cooper
Is
S.
that the Big Dipper?
Cooper S. says, I like how he just said, my brother's an asshole, but I love him.
You're right. He's a lovable asshole.
Alright. What's yours?
Whoa. Mine's, I like the stars in general. With naming constellations.
So in a sense, they're all your favorite. That's such a Mabel answer.
Well, might as well since it's the last one. Are you really okay with me staying here?
Absolutely. I owe it to you after all. You helping me today, however, was not part of the plan. You're making it rather hard to settle my debt.
I think you did me a favor just by letting me come along today.
The two of you
Yeah.
share a smile.
Aww.
Ford
Aww.
looks out across the lake and thought,
Malcolm Tigerman, I have to admit.
Like the full name.
immediately breaks the romantic tension.
I love how anytime
I didn't choose my name.
love how anytime I say that name in one of Ford's lines, it's just an instant one-hit kill
Hey,
for
Malcolm,
the rest
if
of
you
the
want to choose your name, show up the time you say you're going to.
No, I mean, it's true to life. Like, we don't get to choose our names until, like, later. You know?
I chose my name, excuse you.
Yeah, Steven chose his
Oh, the day
name.
you were born?
Malcolm Tigerman, I have to admit, I didn't want to take you with me earlier today. I thought I'd be walking myself into an uncomfortable social situation.
So did you, to be honest.
And you did well out there. Not many tourists can handle the kind of task we just completed. This had the potential to have gone disastrously. I mean, a butterfly against Mothman? Easily a 3% success rate.
Sometimes the more Ford speaks, the less reassured you feel until all that's left is a distant unease. You're smiling not anyway.
That would be my exact reaction.
Yeah, so when Malcolm says no one gets to choose their name, and Steven says, excuse you, I chose my name, no offense says, we stan a Steven legend.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I believe in Steven.
The two of you sit in another moment of quiet night air pleasantly chill around you until Ford breaks it again.
We should head back now. I'm sure Mabel will want to hear we've been successful.
Dipper, I am
Yeah.
subscribed to you. Are you calling me Dipper because I voice him, or?
Aw.
Oh yeah, thanks. Oh
You
my
do
gosh.
really good.
Oh wow, you know, you should also check me out on Twitch. The link is in the description. You know, I'm gonna be playing some. I really like point-and-click adventure games. You know, they make you think rather than. My reaction times, I guess, not that great.
It's such a good Dipper.
Thank you. You're standing. Give Ford a hand up from the mic. I should hope so, because 200,000 people watched the video I posted 24 days ago where I voiced Dipper, and if they hated it, whew, that would have been a problem.
Yeah. No, you killed it, man.
Thanks. You sounded exactly like Indestructible, who has never spoken to me before.
Thank you.
You sound just like Malcolm Tigerman.
Yes.
I sound just like an actual kid.
Aw.
You sound just like
Oh, yeah.
So what were you saying, Malcolm?
I've got another 15 minutes here before I gotta skedaddle. The local group here, SAG group here, is having a viewing party of the SAG Awards, and
Oh, that's awesome.
it's exciting. It's my first time going to one of these.
Sounds sad.
I don't know what to Yeah, saggy. Yeah, you know, that's what we actors do. We're just sagging around, you know.
I was my client at work was watching what was it? Victorious and Salmon Cat when I showed up, and I noticed that one of the main characters is played by Ariana Grande, and I'm like, wait, but she's small. And I said
So
that.
small.
I texted that to my friend. I'm like, what? I didn't know Ariana Grande was small. And then he said, well, Ariana Pequeña was already taken by SAG, so.
Oh, that's so good.
That was Anthony who made that
Oh,
I love Anthony.
That's nice.
and actually, yeah, a lot of people don't know that, but like, depending, like, if your name, like, if you have the exact same name as somebody else that's a SAG member, you have to alter it somehow, like make a moniker.
Yeah, Michael Fox was already.
Or just add the middle initial J.
Yeah, Michael Fox was already a SAG member, and Andrew Fox did not want to be a teen star who had a Fox in his name because he thought that would just make it too easy for the Teen Max. So.
Or be a Canadian actor who was Michael, eh?
Michael, eh?
Oh,
So he went with the middle initial J instead. And then Michael Douglas goes by Michael Keaton, but is one of the few actors who never actually changed their name to match their SAG name. So Michael Douglas is still on like his driver's license and everything, but whenever he's in a movie, he's Michael Keaton.
that's
Pretty
amazing.
hilarious, actually.
You stand and give forward a hand up from the Hello? There's just maniacal laughter happening in the background. Aaron, are you alright?
Yeah, coffee.
Where were you for like 24 hours, by the way?
That's them 3 weeks on anime.
Oh, my friend said that you disappeared because you started watching anime and never stopped. And that's why you come back maniacally laughing.
No, I stopped watching it years ago, but it was a good 10 years.
That's my housemate is home.
Wait,
Nice.
I have 192 copies of 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh, she's asking.
What?
She just said she has 152 copies of 50 Shades of Grey, and I just was offering them to anyone who's.
Alright, let's give them away to everybody in the chat.
All right, should we give them away on stream, Aaron?
Yes, wait, you're on stream?
Yeah, come here.
What's
What?
going
Is this
on?
really happening?
You got a whole bunch?
You should
Okay,
raffle
she's
them.
coming. You see, recently she rewrote 50 Shades of Grey to be about Michael Cera, and she calls it 5 Shades of Sarah.
Oh
Oh,
my gosh. That's amazing.
I know, my house is amazing. It's me, her, and the guy, my friend Tom, who made those Sonic musicals.
And soon, Brian.
Yeah, and then Brian's moving in. You stand and give Ford a hand up from the makeshift bench. Ford takes the lead again, and soon you're no longer able to catch sight of the lake when you glance back. Ford gradually adjusts his pace to yours, walking side by side with you in companionable silence all the way back to the shack.
Almost there.
You recognize from the incredibly flashy signs touting phrases like, Mystery Shack this way! And Sasquatch to your left! That you are extremely close to
Can they see
arriving.
me?
They cannot see you.
Okay.
No.
Well, I have 60 copies in here.
You have 60 copies of 50 Shades? Are we really going to raffle these off, Aaron?
No.
Oh, they're very personal to you.
Yeah. Well, I control all aspects of my life.
Okay, great.
See, I actually played a drinking game yesterday. Well, my friends did. I refereed.
You were the referee.
Every time
You
there
were
was
the cup.
yeah, we watched 50 Shades of Grey, and every time there was a Me Too moment, we always yelled, #MeToo!
Oh yeah, he is a terrible
Didn't you
employer.
just die then if you did
My
that?
friend Brian,
Yeah,
he got
I was gonna
50
say.
Shades effed up. I'm talking clean. What? You want to see it?
Yeah, let's show
Well,
us.
it's actually the Michael Sarah version.
Okay, show us 50 copies of 5 Shades of Sarah.
60 in here.
Oh.
There's 2 more boxes in my trunk and then another smaller one.
So how did you get past the rights issues here?
I made them.
You made them, so you had these, and that's why you disappeared for a day?
That's unrelated.
Alright, just give us a
What?
second. Malcolm is leaving in 10 minutes and we're at a natural stopping point, and then you can make this stream about showing off your book, okay?
Okay, I gotta bring the boxes ones inside too.
Alright.
I'll be back.
Stretching.
As you and Ford leave the tree line, you see the bright light shining on the porch. You make out the faint outline of the kids' shadows as they run through the house and emerge in the attic window. And Mabel pushes it open, leaning out.
Uncle Ford! Finally! You guys took so long. I had to cover Waddles in macaroni.
Wow, that's a really fantastic Mabel.
Thanks,
Why would you
Sam.
do that?
Hey, look forward to the next comic dub in which she plays about 50 Mabels.
I am.
Literally, for the background noise on the planet of Mabels, I just had her record like 13 one-minute rants and then layered them on top of each other, so it sounds like like a bunch of Mabels.
Brilliant.
It sounds like the inside of my head, to be honest.
Wow.
Alright.
I have my reasons. Did you get the thing?
Yes, and I'm coming inside so we can stop shouting. Malcolm Tigerman, come along. We've got a pig to save. That is a sentence.
I'm gonna get that tattooed on me. Malcolm Tigerman, come along, we have a pig to save. Ford strides into the shack. A man on a mission. You can and follow, but not before taking one last look at the night sky. Yeah, maybe your stay won't be too bad after all. Back inside the shack, the grand conclusion to your expedition to the Mothman Cave is spritzing Mabel's pig with the newly finished deterrent until the poor pig reeks of lavender. You see Mabel and Dipper head up to the bed looking sleepier than usual as a result. Something about lavender is so soothing to the senses that you crash out fairly soon afterwards, face first, on your makeshift bed. Alright, there we go. Malcolm, thank you so much for coming by.
Yeah, absolutely. This is fun.
I had
very
fun
good
with
game.
you, Malcolm, and I had fun with you guys also.
Yes, it's a
Thanks.
lot of fun.
Yeah, what-
And
What is this game?
this is called Swooning Over Stands. It's fan-made.
Standing for Stan.
Yes, Swooning Over Stands. It's a little fan-made game that's very well made. Apparently, Ford's romance route, when the people who were writing it got bored, they would get together and marathon real-time fandom, I've been told.
Wow.
Nice.
So this game was made under the influence of me. And
Beautiful.
Alex actually played it on a charity stream he did briefly, doing a very good impression of J.K. Simmons as Ford and a very bad impression of Dipper, where he just started doing a Morty voice and then said, "Oh no, Ford, Jesus!"
I love that so much.
Because the person who did
Amazing.
the character sprites in this, Serena or Kiki Kid, was the person who actually did the art for the third story in the comic, Don't Dimension It, which we're working on the dub of right now. On my Twitter, you can see a little preview of it. And
I just
yeah,
carried 114 pounds worth of erotica and I'm tired.
just carried 114 pounds worth of erotica and you're tired.
Yeah, that's fair.
Do you need help moving it anymore, or are you done?
I'm good for nothing yet.
So this
Erotica
is-
can be some heavy lifting.
I know. Especially when it's relating to Michael Sarah.
Oh.
So yeah, this is my living situation now. I could screech loudly and no one cares. And do you want me to get the camera on so they could? All right.
Fuck yeah.
Can you turn
Sorry.
the lights on? It's all right. I
Yeah, I
swore
got dark in
earlier.
here.
Okay, cool.
We all
Do I
swear.
have a amount of strikes for swearing?
Yeah, I'm going to kill you if you say one more F-bomb. That's 3 strikes.
I mean, at least do it mercifully.
Alright, that does not look like us. Hang on.
That's you.
It's a little dark in the room.
Is that what I look like?
It's not. It's that the camera is super The new settings on the camera are awful.
You're okay.
Oh.
Alright, here we go.
Hey!
Hey!
Look at you!
Steve.
And you! And you!
Why is it
Hey, it's
still-
been forever since I've seen you, Charlie.
I know. I look like this now. It's about the same.
Pretty much.
I mean,
Just still so
there we go.
in appearance.
Nope.
Ever did figure out like how do you identify ethnically?
This is Jewish hair. This is
That's how.
Okay,
Oh,
yeah.
hey, we're on camera now.
Irish.
Hi, Ray!
My hair's too long,
Hey.
but I can't afford a haircut right now because I just spent a bunch of money on vet bills. So.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
what this is, Malcolm, this is Irish face. Irish people have really round faces and round noses, and then the olive skin and curly hair is because Jewish people originate from the Middle East.
Is this the Malcolm that I met?
Okay,
Yes.
that makes sense. Makes sense. Hey,
Hi,
hey.
everybody met Malcolm except me.
No, you did. You met Malcolm. You
I
were at Connecticut.
Yeah, but then you guys went to hang out with him and ditched me. You replaced me with Malcolm at Connecticut.
Oh.
Last time we met, I had underwear in my face.
Last time you met
Oh.
Erin, she had underwear on her face. She was with me. Remember? Or no, you were
Oh,
just
yeah,
as Wendy,
okay.
the Wendy's girl.
I was multiple.
She was giving out fries.
You were
dressed as
multiple.
Wendy.
No one got food poisoning.
Yeah,
The
so
Wendy's.
the
And
Wendy's
at some point-
cosplayer that we ran into at Connecticut is now my roommate.
Hi.
Wow. That's
Uh,
crazy.
Graham?
We can hear him. You can't.
I can't.
Life truly is strange.
Life is strange. All right, so let's see this.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let's. Ooh.
If you go in the right light.
What? Wait, she really did?
This is so beautiful.
It's also. Wait, can you seductively read the back? It's really dark.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Sure.
Wait, is that really real?
Yeah.
Apparently.
I thought she was joking.
No.
What?
right, Malcolm.
I do want a copy of that.
Malcolm wants a copy of it.
Oh, I have.
The elevator doors open, and Michael Cera takes my hand, clasping it with his long, cool fingers.
Malcolm, are you going to Katsucon?
Where's that?
What is it?
Where is that? It's Maryland next weekend, I think.
No.
Oh.
Valentine's Day it starts.
Valentine's Day.
Which is why I'm giving out these for people.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, Katsucon. I don't think I'm going to that one. I
Oh,
would, but I can't.
All right. So
I can't either.
so it says.
I don't have money.
It says. So it says the elevator doors open and Michael Cera takes my hand, clasping
Seductively.
it with his long, cool fingers. I feel the current run through me, and my already rapid heartbeat accelerates. Then, without warning, he breaks our touch. Oh, sorry, I thought that was my other hand.
There's a raving review on the back.
And then Imgur user Grundig666 reviews wrote this. What? No, come on, no. Just put this in the back of your closet. Damn.
I love this book and I want it. Like,
Yeah. Well,
how much
can you,
is it?
Can you just text me, because they're in my house and we live right by the post office, so just text me your address. I'll steal one from Aaron and send it to you, Malcolm.
oh, for
I'm
sure,
not
dude.
interested
Yeah, we got some
in
catching up to
the
do.
actual book, but I would read
Wait,
that
someone
shit.
likes
Oh, Shelby wants a copy too.
Okay.
Oh my god. Thanks.
I'm gonna
I'm
bring,
ready for
okay.
this.
Looks like I'm already giving away
literature.
about 30, so I want to bring at least 100 Dukatsu
Okay.
to give to strangers who are unsuspecting.
You beautiful
Yeah.
goddess.
We recorded a reading of the first chapter, which I
But
might
it's,
post
It's
soon.
changed highly.
Oh, okay, so we'll re-record it.
It's definitely, yeah, improved.
Okay, I'll have to work on my Michael Cera impression again.
Yeah. You wanna read the most,
I was just, you wanna
Yeah,
page?
Does it have to be more on the family-friendly side?
I don't care.
All
I'm not in the
Um,
special thanks section.
right, I'm gonna message you on Facebook, Charlie, but I do have to get going.
See you, Malcolm. Enjoy the SAG viewing party.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm just so curious. I've never been to one of these things. Yeah.
Vlog her?
Oh yeah.
Cool.
All right.
Cool.
All right, see you guys. Peace.
Start with the bed moves and shifts.
Okay.
Seductively.
The bed moves and shifts. What's he going to do now? The excitement is almost unbearable. I've entered a very dark, carnal place. And then it happens. He flicks my left nipple. You want me to keep going, or okay? Pew pew! He mimics gunshots with each blow. I am completely at the mercy of his expert touch. You dirty slut! You should take a bath. I frown.
Do I really smell that bad?
No! He keeps flicking my nipple. It's just sexy talk. You actually smell really good.
Like my grandma before she died.
What? Oh, that's the next line.
He references I think he references his dead grandma 3 times throughout the entire book.
Adorable.
No. Hot.
I think the chat stopped moving for some reason.
It's because Michael Sarah broke them.
Alright.
Michael Sarah broke
So, I just made a Twitch channel, in the link in the description to follow that. I'm gonna head out, possibly help move these boxes.
It's okay, I'm gonna keep them good.
Alright, thanks for coming by, everybody. Let me know on, let me get you guys a link to my Discord. Let me know if you want me to stream this again, because I would love to. We all had a lot of fun. Edit, invite, link, expire after never. So after never happens, you can't use this link anymore.
Oh, wait.
There is the link to my Discord
On
chat.
the belly, nevermore.
Or if that doesn't work, because sometimes links just don't work from YouTube chats, that should be... Alright, let me know if you want us to do more of these streams. Goodbye.
Bye.